Good evening. Thank you. Welcome to Kinetic Pro Cycling YouTube channel. Tonight we're racing the second race in the talent race series. Second event out of 10, so it's going for 10 weeks. Week 2. So at the moment, Kinetic Pro Cycling is in the points classification. And we had Jonathan Bawu second last week. If you're listening, watching on YouTube, just free to comment there in the chat box. Picture quality or sound quality, some feedback, so that. Just another 5 minutes to go. Today is going to be a bit of a slightly different race. Last week sprinters flat. Today going to be a race. Basically, we're going to finish the 1 kilometer uphill end of the race. A bit of a climb towards the line. About a 5% gradient at last kilometer. But obviously, climber. So yes, another 3 minutes to go. So who do we have tonight racing for Kinetic Pro Cycling? So we've got Tyrone Philander, Feyenoord Hofmeyer, Jason Brankis, Justin Chesterton, Carl Bontes, and Jonathan Bauer. So yes, I guess the pace is going to be just full gas. They're going to try and get rid of the climbers before they get to the end of the race. Obviously, if you're a pure climber, you're going to need to be able to make it to the base of the climb. So tonight is going to be all about the race to the base. And we've got some pure climbers. Hopefully, they can get to the foot of the climb so that they can, just unleash that power to weight ratio and get up that climb and hopefully give us another excellent result. So we've got some big names in this race. Let me just try and use this last 2 minutes to give you some names. So Ryan Gibbons is obviously one of the big names in there. So Javier Krieger is in there. I'm just going to try and give you some of the names that you'll probably recognize. We've got Jacques Jansen van Rensburg. We've got Gustav Basson, Dusty Day, Willie Smith is also in the race tonight. Valley and Ryan Gibbons are current pros riding on in the pro peloton. In the ladies field, I see we've got Cerise Valley also racing. So the ladies field has also got some big names in there. So yeah, 27 seconds to go. Let's have a look at and off they go. Good luck, guys. So we're watching Justin Chesterton at the moment. As you can see, it's a fierce pace out of the blocks. Justin Chesterton is already in 60th position. As you can see on the right hand side, that's his position overall. Obviously it's not only South Africans in this race. But yeah, hopefully they settle into a more modest pace. Because like I said, 36.4 kilometers. Let's have a bit of a look at Ryan Gibbons. I'm not seeing a heart rate for him at the moment. Yeah, might be some technical problem there with his heart rate monitor. You can see Ryan Gibbons has moved up to the front now. He's in third position, sitting close to the front. Let's have a look at Jonathan Bauer. Chanti lying in 20th position at the moment. It looks like the group is staying together. Quite a massive group at the moment. It's going to be interesting to see when someone's going to try and go for it. I'm having a bit of a look at the bicycles to see what kind of equipment these guys are. There's a couple of Tron bikes in there, but I had a look. I saw quite a lot of the guys are racing on the Zip 808 deep section wheels. Great choice for the flat sections. Not too sure for the last finishing 1K, but then again it's not that long, so. having a look at Jason Brankes at the moment, yeah. Sitting in 70th place, moving up a bit. Nicely moving up 50th place. You can see it's a bit of an incline now, so it was like 5%, so immediately you could see Jason was able to move up into the back. So there you can see all those Zip 808 wheels. So another name there, Luke Moyer. Seriously good mountain biker. At one stage I think he was ranked #1 junior in the world. So world-class athlete indeed. I'm not sure how much he's enjoying the Zwift racing because he's a very technical rider. He enjoys the technical mountain bike stuff. Wynand Hofmeyer. Also, Wynand's been hitting some good form and quite getting used to the Zwift platform. Wynand's all around as well, so if he can get to the base of the climb, he also stands a really good chance. Quite surprised to see such a big group. At the moment. So we're 6 kilometers in, another 30 kilometers to go. And speed at the moment 51 kilometers per hour. If I look at the power that Wynand's pushing out, it's not an easy ride. The guys are pushing the pace. Wynand's sitting in 45th place, so he's sitting in the draft. So the guys at the front must be pushing way over 400 watts. It's going to be interesting to see how racing after lockdown how the racing on the road is going to be different now that these guys have spent so much time on Zwift, and the racing on Zwift is so hard out of the blocks, so you might see some of that translating to the road racing. Hopefully we'll have some more attacking, aggressive racing out on the road. So Wynand sticking nice close towards the front. I suspect a number of guys is gonna get Zwift notifications after tonight's race. They're probably gonna see the new FTP numbers flashing on the screen after this race. David Maria. Nice high cadence, 96 RPM. Yeah, normally a cadence of between 90 100, that seems to be the sweet spot for most of these races. So the high cadence is kind of, you want to preserve your legs for the end. To lower cadence, yeah, you might just be, your muscles might just fatigue towards the end. So Jason Breakers is still in there, sitting towards the back of the bunch. As you can see, it's close to 5 watts per kilogram that these guys are pushing, and they're only 10 kilometers in. So it's another solid 26 kilometers to go at this 5 watt per kilo pace. So they're trying to make sure that they soften up the climbers for when they get to the base of the climb. Let's have a bit of a look at Willie. 160 beats per minute, 159. That doesn't seem like too big an effort for Willie. I'm not too sure what his maximum heart rate is, but if his max heart rate is around about the 200 beats per minute, then he's pretty comfortable at the moment. Also, Willie's been spending quite a lot of time racing on Zwift, I've seen lately. So he's obviously comfortable in, knowing where to position himself in the bunch, and it's a different kind of riding style to being out on the road. Jonathan Barber still right up there in the mix. Jonty is 17 years old at the moment, junior. So he was second last week, and for 17-year-old junior racing against some of the top pros, yeah, we definitely have the talent in our young squad, and we've got a good mix of guys in the team. So we've got sprinters, we've got all-rounders, we've got pure climbers, and we've got one or two older guys just to help and guide the younger riders. Santi is sitting close to the front now, sitting third wheel at the moment. That's a really good place to be sitting. You don't want to sit too far back, because as you will very often hear on Zwift, if you drop, there's no coming back. If a split opens in the group and you on the wrong side of the split, that's pretty much game over. So yes, 15 kilometers in. So have a bit of a look at Abia Kruger. Abia's also, he spent some time on this platform. He knows how to race on Zwift, and he's been racing in some of the biggest races. In terms of the ladies, I think the ladies might be racing in a different group at the moment. This YouTube is only following the A group. I'm not too sure. I think the ladies might be racing in B or one of the groups further down. So the ladies is not. I'm not able to cross over to them on this stream. So Abia seems to choose to prefer a bit of a lower cadence. Yeah, he's knocking out about 80 RPM. I guess that's just where he feels comfortable. Probably once we get to the more sharper end of the race. Yeah, the cadence seems to go up a bit now, yeah. And you can see he's pushing a pretty similar heart rate to what Willie Smith was sitting at, so. So we still have Justin Chesterton in there. Let's just have a look at Justin. Justin, also another really talented youngster. He's 16 years old and he finished top 30 at the Cape Town Cycle Tour, or as some people know it, the Cape Arga Cycle Tour. He was just 16 years old and he finished like 27th, I think, at the Cape Arga Cycle Tour. Yeah, just another talented rider to look out for. As you can see, it's so here in the right top end corner, that's where you can see what the gradient. So at 0 it's pretty flat road at the moment. I'm expecting to see that in the last K we're going to be hitting like plus 5%, which is not super steep. I think a power ride is probably going to be more suited to the last climb of the day. Pure climber, you're probably looking at, ideally you want to see 10, double digit gradients. So yeah, just under 20 kilometers to go. Looking at about 18 kilometers. Jason Brink is still in there. This bunch is still pretty big. You'll see on the right hand side there is some other nationalities in there as well. Brazilian, Spanish, Italian, American, Slovakian, yeah. That's the beauty of Zwift racing. You get an opportunity to kind of race against, some of the best guys in the world without leaving your house. I think the Zwift platform and training and racing on the Zwift platform is just another tool in your toolbox. So if you're a cyclist, obviously nothing beats being out on the road and the dynamics that goes on in the peloton. But if you're serious about cycling, then I think you need to explore all the tools that are available that can help you improve. And I think Zwift definitely has merit, and it can be used as an excellent tool to help you develop as a cyclist. But that's just my 2 cents. I'd like to see Jason just move up more towards the front. Justin Chesterton also in the same, towards the back of the group. you save a lot of energy riding towards the back middle of the group, getting good draft. But also there's the risk that if a split happens in the group, you might end up on the wrong side of the split. Having a look at Brad. Brad has made himself a name on the Zwift platform as well, also racing in some of the biggest races. And not too long ago, I think he finished second in one of the biggest races on Zwift. I think that race was by invite only, so only the top teams on the Zwift platform will get an invite to some of these bigger events. Watching Jonty now. Jonty sitting nice mid-pack. It's absolutely fantastic to see that, you know, that we've got some of the biggest names racing in the Sport SA Talent Series. I'm hoping that we'll get the likes of Daryl Impey and Ashley Mulman Pasio also to join in. I'm pretty sure that that discussions is happening, and yeah, we still have another 8 weeks to go. So I won't be surprised if we start seeing some more of the big names. Oh, looks like the hammer's down. There seems to be splits appearing and it's strung out into one straight line. So obviously they're trying to thin out the pack. So there's already seems to be some gaps appearing. There's some big names already off the back. Dusty Day, 2 minutes back. Brad Guevara is about 5 seconds. So I'm not sure if Brad was dropped from this group because it's showing he's about 6 seconds back at the moment, 10 seconds back. So let's just have a look at Brad to see if we can. Yeah, there seems to be, yeah, definitely he's out of the race. Not sure what happened there. Gustav Basson. The good news is that it seems like most of the Kinetic boys is still in the main group. We've got Jason Brankies, Justin Chesterton, Wynand Hofmeyer, Jonathan Bauer. They're all still in the main group, which is absolutely fantastic. We're hoping to be able to secure our team lead at the end of today as well. Wynand in 48th place. Wynand moving up nicely. Looks like he's going to the front. Tunes van the Bank Hartlief still there as well. It sees a bit of a drag, 3%, 2%. So we're busy getting to the business end of this race now. Like I said previously, it's 36.4 kilometers, it's the race distance. So it's another 7-8 kilometers to go. And let's not forget the last 1 kilometer is uphill drag to the finish. I see we've got Matt Beers in there as well. Matt is a massively powerful rider. He pushes some big watts, but then again he's not one of the lightest guys either. He's quite tall, so he carries a lot of weight. So I'm already going to open up my Zwift Power, go to the Zwift Power website, just so that I can see the results as soon as this race is done. So at the moment, just some more information. At the moment, Kinetic Pro Cycling is the second highest ranked all South African team on the Zwift platform on Zwift Power. The only all South African team that's ahead of us is Willie and Jacques Jansen van Rensburg, Willie Smith, and I can't get to the third guy's name now. We've only recently really started racing on the Zwift platform, so we're hoping to improve our seeding every week. So Wynand's still sitting close to the front, good place to be. We've got NTT, Ryan Gibbons on the front. Matt Beers also close towards the front. So 31.6 kilometers in, things is going to start happening now. I think once they're out the other side of the tunnel, then we're going to start seeing things kick up a bit. So if I'm reading this profile on the right hand side correct, then this is where they are at the moment, and they're heading towards, this is basically the final climb of the day. So yeah, this is basically gives you an idea of the actual profile with this with the climb towards the end here. Oh, it's gone up, it's kicked up. I think I might have had it wrong. It looks like this is on the left hand side. They're on the climb now, moving towards the right. So you've got Abia Krieger, Wynand sitting in 7th. Okay, it seems to be flattening out a bit now. I'm not too sure what this profile pick is doing. Yeah, this profile pick seems to be all over the place at the moment. But this is basically the grippy part of the race. This is the climb that we were talking about. As you can see, it's 6%, 7% gradient now. And Wynand Hofmeyer sitting in 3rd place. main. Matthew Beer still there, pushing 6.8 watts. So now it's really kicking up 9% gradient. And Matt is sitting at the front. Impressive riding by Matthew Beers. Hang in there, Wynand. Wynand Hofmeyer, fourth at the moment. He's the best placed kinetic rider at the moment, and he's really having an impressive race today. He kicks up again. So the winner is definitely going to come out of this group. This group has really been thinned down. And as you can see, not all of these riders in the front is South African, so they won't be in the support SA racing in this league. They're in the race, but the guys who's actually taking part in the support SA competition will be the South Africans. So if the kilometers is as advertised, 36.4, it's another 1.3 kilometers to go, so Wynand must hang in there. He's in a really good position. Only Willie Smith, Ryan Gibbons from South Africa currently ahead of Wynand. %, gradient. If anyone's got a feather up, now's the time to use it. Come on, Wynand, you need to push. Almost there. Keep going. Yep, keep that power going. Wynand in 15th place on Zwift at the moment, but that I think that's definitely going to be a solid top 10 result if just in the Pro Dutch in the support SA results. So at the moment I've got Habia Krieger is ahead of Willie. So let's just go to the front of the race to see. So Matthew Beers, Habia Krieger is right up there. So it's Matt Beers, Habia, Ryan Gibbons, Willie Smith, Jacques Jansen van Rensburg, Tyrone White, Kent Main, JP Lloyd. So it should be another couple of 100 meters. Is Matt Beers going to take this? They're all together at the moment. Ryan Gibbons is looking to attack. Oh, Matt Beers got 9 seconds on Harbier, so definitely looks like Matt Beers is going to take the win. Look at the power he's pushing. I'm not too sure what's going on with the facial hair, but in any case. And the gap seems to be growing. It's 11 seconds now to Harbier. So Harbier, Ryan Gibbons together, and then Willie Smith further 10 seconds behind them. So the course is flattening out a bit now for the last part of the race. That will be in Matt Beers' favor, although I must say I was surprised to see him ride away from these guys on that steep gradient. And that's it. I think that's the finish line. Matt Beers takes the win. You can see the power drop he knows. Ryan Gibbons. I think Ryan Gibbons got second place. Harbier third. Is this Gary Miller? I think this is some other. So the race is over. The guys are just busy doing a cool down now. I'm just trying to see if I can get some more results. I think I had it. Matt Beers, Ryan Gibbons, Harbier Kruger, Jacques Jansen van Rensburg, Willie Smith, JP Lloyd, Kent Main, Wynand Hofmeyer, and then Calvin Johnson. So if I have it correct, Matt Beers, Ryan Gibbons, NTT, Harbier Kruger, Willie Smith, Jacques Jansen van Rensburg, Kent Main, Wynand Hofmeyer in 7th place, if I've got that correct. So yeah, excellent racing by the guys. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'm just trying to see if I can get the official results. Just bear with me for a second, I'm just on Zwift power at the moment. But yeah, thanks for watching everybody. Till next time.